Death Talk, episode 36. I'm currently getting my picture taken for Snapchat. We're
it's
here.
the 21st century world traveler.
We're here in lovely Beverly, Massachusetts on a dark, gloomy day.
Lovely Bev.
We're still the award-winning #1 podcast covering Deathwish Inc.
What award is that?
We've gotten something, right?
Peabody.
I'm pretty sure we have.
Got a Stitcher award or something.
I don't even know if we're on that. I don't think we are.
Whatever it is.
Don't search us on Stitcher.
Yeah, don't do that.
I don't think we're on that.
It's embarrassing.
But we got a lot to talk about. Mark's got a ton of news. Chris has got those miserable tours.
Hell yeah.
Many miserable.
Too many.
Touring happening. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl.
We got trucks backing up.
We got trucks. I watched
A school bus, actually.
I watched Almost Famous last night. So
Almost Famous.
And lots of listener feedback. So before we go any further, I'm going to pass it over to Mark, and he's going to give us some of the news.
All right. So, Deathwish news. We can do some shit, and we'll talk about some stuff. So, Converge box sets. You've been waiting for them. You've been pining for it. We've got a cool video on our everything, Facebook, YouTube, all that shit. You can watch us successfully assembling all the box sets.
You can hear the truck actually backing up to pick them up right now.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So you can watch a video of us assembling the box sets, and there's also Rich did a cool unboxing video so you can see detailed what's in the box. So if you got it, you can look forward to what you're getting, and if you didn't, sucks for you. But
you just missed out.
Yeah, you missed out. It's really cool. So those, we've been packing them up like madmen, or actually Caleb for the most part has been packing them up like a madman.
Like John Hamm? Caleb's been packing up those boxes like John Hamm.
Zooby zooby zoo. We should use that more often. So the boxes have been shipping out the past few days, so a lot of people have already been getting them. That's really cool. We've been seeing some photos you've been posting. If you get them and you like them, post this shit to the internet and make all your friends jealous, because it's cool. It's cool as shit. Honestly. Isn't that what everyone's trying to do in life? Just make everyone else jealous? That's why social media exists. Converge box sets.
Damn.
Check it out.
Coming to a mailbox near you.
Exactly. And if it didn't, once again, it sucks for you. Death Index. We've been talking about it. It's getting closer. The pre-orders are still going. Still got 2 different T-shirts. We got the album on LP. We got it on CD. You can also bundle that shit. So we got plenty of bundles, so you can buy that too.
February 26th.
Yeah, February 26th comes out, and vinyl around the same time, a little bit later. And right now you can listen to 2 songs, Little and Pretty, which there's a music video for, and the song Dream Machine, which is also on our YouTube. And look out for another song.
Yep, there'll be one more.
Yeah, so that'll be really cool. So there's that for Death Index. And we can also say that this Sunday is the Super Bowl. We'll talk a little bit more about the Super Bowl in a little bit, but everyone, for the most part, will be watching the Super Bowl on Sunday. But if you pay attention to something later on in the day, if you're looking on the internet, you can see something cool, like Deathwish related cool, and then something even cooler related to that on Monday. Get your wallets ready.
If you're in England, you should be listening to a certain radio station.
Yeah.
Pretty prominent radio station.
Yeah.
There might be something going on there. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Maybe while you're listening, you're just going on to store.deathwishinc.com, just checking things out.
It may or may not have the acronym Big Bad Cats. Take that as you wish.
Something might go on. So you should keep your ears peeled. Is your ears to the ground?
Yeah, ears peeled.
Ears peeled, like eyes peeled. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. Pretend like you're just, like sunburnt on your ears, and your ears are peeled.
Caleb's been sunburnt before.
Yes, he has.
Sunburnt Caleb, burn out now. We have a custom emoji, sunburnt Caleb. If you want that demanded for your iOS devices, demand it to us. We'll call up.
Right to
If
Apple.
you support us on Patreon, we'll send you the sunburnt Caleb emoji.
Yeah. The next news thing, we have a Patreon account now.
We don't. if you back us on Kickstarter, you'll get a miserable Chris emoji for your phone.
Yeah, we're trying to raise about $200,000
to keep this podcast going.
to keep it going, and so I can go on vacation.
But $150,000 of those dollars is going to go to getting Caleb enough sunscreen.
Thank you.
Just looking out for you, buddy.
There we go. There's the news, Mark.
You guys
Thanks for the
spoil
news.
me.
Thank you.
Don't even think. I think I just said more bullshit than news in there, but there's some cool
it
stuff.
was a
So
good
pay
time.
attention.
It was a good time.
I had a good time.
It was
Um,
a good time, bro.
Now we got the news.
Sorry.
We got to get those tour updates. And the one and only
Do we really?
Miserable Chris
There's too many. There's so many.
will be depressing you throughout this segment.
Who's got some Zoloft?
Chris,
dude?
Chris, can you tell us about the tours?
I guess I'll do that.
Because if you don't, you're in for a world.
What's going to happen, Mark? What are you going to do?
I don't know. We got plenty of box cutters.
That's true. That's true.
He's gonna pluck your beard out one hair at a time.
Do it. It needs to go. I look awful. All right. So, Coatley...
Wah, wah.
He's so miserable.
I love it. Cult Leader announced his tour with Deftones starting March 19th through March 24th.
Shove it.
Shove it.
Shove it.
You don't know that Deftones song?
Oh. Sorry. That went over my head.
Okay, sorry. Deftones fans will know. What's up?
Gotcha.
Narrows is playing a couple of shows in Washington State.
Isn't that actually Narose? I'm just kidding. Keep going.
Fucking... I hate you. Well, okay, so they're playing April 1st and 2nd. So go to those shows. They'll be really cool. Bosk announced they will be playing a few UK shows with Cult of Luna starting April 9th through the 11th. I was going to make a joke about this next band going on spring break, but I'm not going to.
Dude, tell us the joke.
No, I just couldn't get a good joke going. I was going to say our favorite French dudes are going on spring break in Mexico, but it's fine.
That was a horrible joke.
Yeah,
Chris.
exactly.
Yeah.
I couldn't make it work, but it was in my head, so I had to get it out.
Spring break forever.
Cool. So
You threw them all off, Mark.
I'm sorry.
well, screwed up. Birds in Row will be playing a string of shows in Mexico starting February 10th through the 16th, and then followed by some Cuba dates on the 19th through the 28th.
That's wild. Just going to Cuba.
Yeah, just doing it up. 108 will be playing Cambridge and 2 shows in Brooklyn on May 20th and the 22nd. Deaf Heaven Tour with Lamb of God, Anthrax, and Power Trip is still going on, so definitely check that out. It's going on for another maybe 8 days. So, Converge will be playing the Neurosis 30th anniversary show happening on March 6th in San Francisco. Converge Blood Moon set in Europe starting April 11th through the 13th, followed by their Jane Doe, and then Blood Moon set at Roadburn Festival on April 14th and 16th. Touche Amore and Modern Life is War tour with Gorilla Biscuits starts February 26th to March 6th in Europe. So go to those shows.
I wish that would start today.
I wish that would start here in Boston right now.
Dude, I'm doing all these funny jokes and you guys don't even care.
Cool.
I care.
Moving on. The last date here is Young in the Way tour with Take starts February 20th to March 5th. You can always check our site. We always update it, deathwishinc.com/tours. So that's the end of tours.
And Mark, will you be showing up to the show in your underwear and with a Wiimote to the Young and the Way show? Isn't that typically how you listen to the Young and the Way album?
Yes. Was forgetting why the fuck
Yeah, I
you're
was like,
saying
why are
that.
you
I was
bringing
like,
that up?
So if you see a guy with no pants on and a Wiimote in his hand, that's Mark.
Yeah, just trying my best at Frisbee Dog.
I've seen him play. He's pretty damn good.
Yo, Frisbee Dog is so sick. Shout out to Nintendo for figuring that out.
Straight up.
Shout out to Nintendo. You got a little pup, always catching it. Always catching it. If it's in the middle part, dude's jumping, getting those 100 points. So cool.
Are you guys excited for the Super Bowl this weekend?
Football!
No.
Yes, I like watching football. I like watching sports. I'm not like a crazy fan, but it'll be fun.
You watch it every year?
Yeah, of course.
You have a little party?
Usually, but now that I'm isolated in the North Shore, it will just be myself and my girlfriend, probably.
Yeah. What are you going to make?
I don't know. Something good.
Yeah.
Football
Gonna
ice cream
make some goop?
cake.
Some nachos.
Are you gonna make some goop?
Oh, fuck! I'm making some goop.
Dude,
you guys gotta
I
come
want
have
that
some goop.
I want
you guys
that
gotta
goop, dude.
Can you explain to listeners what goop is again?
This is my
Goop.
homemade macaroni and cheese, mook goop. It's just...
Do you want to reveal
really
your
good.
recipe? Or
Fuck no.
Also, Mark's nickname is Mookie, so Mook Goop.
Yeah.
Mook goop.
You guys are like the
call
only
it.
people in my life who don't call me Mookie, and you don't have to, but everyone else does.
Yeah, that would make me feel weird.
Yeah, it's okay. It would honestly probably make me feel weird too, because we're honestly not friends. So
Yeah, that would be odd. That would be odd.
Sports!
Mark, your favorite band is playing the halftime show.
correction, it's not my favorite band.
One of your favorites.
I don't even know if it'd be maybe if I had to make a top 10. I don't know.
And I play in that band, so
Yeah,
that's
they're
All right,
not
full,
just a
full
band.
disclosure, I really like Coldplay.
That's
I
so
know.
odd.
I know everyone thinks it's weird. I know it's been a thing.
This isn't even like a secret. Like you just tell people like I'm into Coldplay.
I'm not very forward about it because a lot of people really silently judge me about it.
You wore a Coldplay tracksuit to work yesterday.
Boy, do I wish that was true. I don't think I have any Coldplay merchandise, like any Coldplay like shirts or anything.
You have the box set though.
I think I have many box sets. I have one of them. Yeah, it was on sale at Newbury Comics one time. It's like all their 7-inch singles from like 2000. Okay, ready? One of the first CDs I bought was their first album when I was in 7th grade, and I've just liked it ever since. I'm fully aware that the first few records are really good. Even a lot of people are like, "Oh, those are good," and they just got shitty. Fully aware they're still not making like as good of music as they once did or whatever, but. You know those bands that just have like a soft spot in your heart? You're always just sort of gonna...
Totally, you do you, man.
It's okay. Yeah.
it's all good, dude.
Whoa,
We can judge 'em.
don't... I'm not on the defensive. I'm trying to just have a conversation. I'm not, like... Are there bands that they could put out bullshit, but you guys will always just sort of like it because you just sort of have liked it forever?
Yeah, I'm
No.
sure. I mean, but I think the NFL couldn't have picked a worse band to do the halftime show.
Cool answer to my question.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said you. I didn't
No,
know you asked me.
are there bands that you guys like just have liked forever that no matter what they put out, you're probably going to still be interested in it?
Yeah, Saves the Day.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
the
yeah.
same way with Saints Today.
I like all their stuff
It's
basically.
like Coldplay just put out a new album. It's fine, but I bought it, and I'll listen to it. But
Yeah.
I just will always like them.
Yeah, sorry.
Anyways.
I didn't realize you were asking me a question there,
No,
but yes.
it's okay.
They couldn't have picked a worse band.
Yeah,
to do
Rich
the
was
halftime
telling
show.
me he really wants Nails to play the halftime show.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
I think they were on the list, but
That'd be so sick.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's just like no offense, but
I
like
can
they
honestly
make
come up with 10 words.
they make boring music. It's just boring.
Okay,
You know what I mean? Like it's just. I mean,
I can't say you're wrong
No.
because a lot of people feel the way
like
you do.
when Mark has his like parties on the weekends, he's not throwing up Coldplay to get the party going, right?
Of course not. No.
Right. You're throwing up.
Yeah.
Who played last year? Was it Red Hot Chili Peppers?
No, last year was last year Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars. No, wasn't it Katy Perry?
Last year was Katy Perry.
yes.
Yeah, it was
fucking
Yeah, because I
Shark,
remember the
yeah.
Sharks. Yeah.
That was fine. Whatever.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that good.
it was okay. The year before that,
Was Bruno Mars? He was good, and
he
then
made me a fan. That was
Beyonce.
so
What about
fucking cool.
Beyonce?
No,
She
I
was real
think
good.
the
Beyonce
year
was
before
good.
that was Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Oh.
and then the year before that was Bruno
I hate
Mars.
when they
No.
I hate when they.
Red Hot Chili Peppers played with Bruno Mars.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
okay.
And Flea had a bass hose unplugged, and everyone's like, "Yo, what?" But then it's like,
No offense.
how
but
is this bass going to be?
I really
plugged
don't
in?
like when they like card out like not current bands. Like I think they should be using current bands to do the or artists to do the halftime show.
And what are you saying?
Like-
What's a not current band they used?
What was it? Was it the Who? Didn't they have like the Who play one year?
Yes.
And like I was just like, this isn't good. Like,
All right. Do you remember when Paul McCartney did it?
no, I don't actually.
Really?
Was that good? Were you
the
into
past
that?
10 years? It was great.
Yeah, I don't
It's
remember.
awesome.
that.
Also, maybe the best one was when Bruce Springsteen did it.
See, now that's a good one.
Motherfucker
Now,
slid on
yeah.
his knees into the camera and he pointed at the camera. I think he said put down your chicken wings, turn up your volume on your televisions, and then he did like the splits when 10th Avenue Freeze Out kicked in. And it was just like, how is anyone as cool as you are? It was cool.
Yeah. Okay. So you
Shout out to Max Weinberg. Shout out to Jay Weinberg.
You might have changed my my opinion on that then, because I guess you are right. There's a couple like older
Yeah.
acts that would do really well.
I think wasn't there which one was like a train wreck? There was a lot that were train
Wasn't
wrecks.
Prince like really good? I don't
Probably
remember that
because Prince is
Yeah.
cool.
I don't remember that though. I don't actually remember that. Caleb, what's your favorite Super Bowl of all the Super Bowl games?
Super Bowl.
It gets
30,
better.
37.
Yep.
Right?
Gets better every year, but 37 was definitely a benchmark.
Caleb doesn't do sports.
I have absolutely no clue what you guys are
But
talking
he does
about.
play fantasy football.
Yeah, I don't know how to though.
Caleb's on had a fantasy
How'd you
football
end up
team
this year?
I was like 2-8 or whatever. I was really bad this year. Last year I did
Caleb,
pretty damn
You do
well.
the like auto.
Caleb's on a fantasy
thing,
football
right?
team. Caleb, name 5 quarterbacks in the NFL. Name 5. Ready? Go.
Patriots.
No, a quarterback. Name 5 quarterbacks in the NFL.
John Elway.
Yes. Well, he's retired, but he's a quarterback. Yes. Any 5. It's
Brady.
fine.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. Yep. I think I made my point. Caleb doesn't do sports. It's fine. It's no big deal.
I'll get back
Some
to you
people
on
like
it. Give
sports,
me a
some people
minute.
don't. It's cool.
I've been to football. My dad loves football. I've gone to football games, but I don't have a clue.
Do you even watch the halftime
No,
show?
I don't
or
think
anything
I've
like
ever
that?
watched
No.
a Super Bowl.
If you could pick someone to play the halftime show, who would it be?
No, I don't know. Bruce Springsteen is a cool one. That's a good
Mark,
one.
who would you pick?
Someone who hasn't played?
Yeah, anyone. If you wanted someone to play this year. You know who would be real good that probably no one would care about, but Leon Bridges.
That would be
Yeah, that'd be
awesome.
awesome.
That'd be a sick
That would be
halftime show.
really
Really
awesome.
cool. Maybe someday if he gets bigger and bigger,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
I want Kool and the Gang to play.
That'd be cool.
Maybe like the Roots or something. I think people would
That'd be
enjoy
cool.
That is a-
because they
that's a
play
good
like
one, too.
upbeat, like
Yeah.
I want the red
Music.
chord to play.
what the fuck?
Caleb knows.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
You all know now too.
Yeah. The song, we were in the warehouse and the song Dreaming in Dog Years came on, and Caleb absolutely lost his shit.
Caleb took an actual hammer and started smashing boxes and then pretending like he was ripping his teeth out with the hammer.
That song is so sick.
It is. That was the song.
That song is so good.
The Hellfest DVD
Yeah.
with the huge pile up on stage with that song.
Love it. Oof. Gets daddy all hot and bothered.
He's gonna
So
need
it's
a
settled.
minute.
The red cord.
The red cord, yeah. Well, maybe we can make that happen.
Yeah, so I wish I had more to add to Super Bowl. I got nothing.
2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think John Elway's actually the quarterback this year for the Super Bowl, so
You had to call me out. I was just being quiet, letting you guys do your thing.
It was funny. So there's that. We should get into feedback, guys. We're actually going to do... we'll do the film school with Rich at the end of the show. Because of some feedback, actually, that we got.
Yeah.
We
get it. We get
So-
it. You hate it.
So, if you want to be a part of the show, use the hashtag AskDeathTalk on Twitter. You can email us, deathtalk@deathwishinc.com, or you can call the Death Talk hotline. That's everyone's favorite way of interacting with the show.
Ooh, everyone's favorite.
And if you do want to call the hotline, the number is 754-703-8255. That's 754-70-D-Talk. Mark didn't even do it with me that time.
D-Talk. I'm sorry, I'm cutting
on
vegetables on
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
And then just leave your first name and where you're from in a brief message, and we'll play it on the show. Just like this one from Matt from Newmarket, New Hampshire.
Hey guys, it's Matt from Newmarket. It's about 6 in the morning and I'm at work, and I thought the best thing to do was to call the hotline. So my question this week for you guys is, I was looking at your Spotify playlist, and I didn't get into REM until like way after 2000, like way after it's popular like REM. But Strange Currencies is awesome, probably best REM song. But I was just wondering, so like in the scene of music that we listen to, and as pretentious as some of us can be, like myself included, someone would mention a band like when I was in college and stuff, and I would be like, you know what, fuck that band, I don't like them at all. And you know what, I had never listened to them. I had just heard the name, and just instantly I was like, yeah, I know what they're about. I don't really like them, like I did with like Alkaline Trio and Between the Buried and Me, and even before even listening to a lot of Converge, like I was like, yeah, I don't get it. I'm not really into that. I was wondering if you guys had any band. Oh, and also, like, I ended up loving those bands. Like, ended up being some of my favorite bands. So I was just wondering if that happened with any of you guys, where you made maybe a snap judgment or, like, a bad decision, and later on in life, you're like, no, you know what? That's pretty awesome. All right, guys. Thanks. Bye.
There we go. Mark, you, REM. You're the REM guy on the playlist.
Here we go. Strange Currencies, one of the best songs. First of all, so shout out to you liking it.
Is that the $25 7-inch you bought?
Which never showed up at my house, and it just got refunded. So that's a fucking bummer.
Wait, what happened?
I don't know. It wasn't through... You know how people can sell things on Amazon? It's not Amazon. It was someone else, and they shipped it, and there wasn't a tracking number. I emailed the guy, and he was like, yeah, I don't have a tracking number for it. And it said it arrived at my house, but it never did. So he refunded me like as soon as I emailed him, which is fine, but it was a total bummer because... It was like a Warner Brothers promotional 7-inch from like '95, and it had like a enamel pin for like the monster artwork. It was like this cool like promotional 7-inch thing. It was really cool. It was in like bright green vinyl. Regardless, pretty bummed about it. Strange Currencies is an awesome song. I found out about it because there was a movie that came out this year called what's the David Foster Wallace movie with Jesse Eisenberg?
After the Tour?
Yeah. And I haven't seen it. But the trailer has that song in it, and I'm like, whoa. I've probably listened to it 150 times since. Anyways, REM rules. I have an answer for the question, and you guys can answer after if you want. My brother showed me The National in 2007, and I was like, yo, this is fucking... I don't get it. Like, what? And now they're probably top 3 favorite bands of all time.
There you go.
And I remember just being like, this doesn't make sense to me. And then about 2 years ago, it made total sense. So I totally know what you mean by that.
Mm-hmm. Caleb has about 40 bands on his list here.
I'm kind of notorious for doing this. It's not that I'm like, fuck that band. I just like, I assume I know what they sound like or something. I don't know, but I just don't even give them a shot.
You don't like buy into the hype sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I don't even give it a shot.
It's a good quality to have. You just play by your own.
Yeah,
by your own rules.
Yeah, but then I miss out on shit, so I don't know if it is good. But yeah, I don't know. I do that a lot. Title Fight.
Yeah, you just discovered that like last
Trapped
week.
Under
right?
Ice. I think this year, I think it's going to be Have Heart. Everyone.
He just discovered that.
Got a feeling that.
It was like Hyperview was only a few months from coming out, and I showed Caleb the Secret Society music video, and he was like, whoa. Title Fight is sick.
Yeah.
You just never gave it a chance.
I never even listened to them. I was just like, it's pop punk, not for me. I was just wrong.
Yeah.
Floral Green is something else.
I was definitely late to the game with like Saves the Day. Like I didn't start listening to them until like Under the Boards came out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, because I just didn't. I've always heard of them, and I just never gave it a chance.
Not knocking you about. I'm not saying anything about your age. I'm just saying because of your age, it's surprising that you weren't into it.
I grew up right around the time they were like around the early 2000s or late 90s. Like that's when they really started like blowing up, and they're playing like Craig Kilborn show. Like you know what I mean? Like I think they play like David Letterman or something like that or something. Yeah, I don't know, but they were like blowing up then, and I just never really gave it a shot, but now they're one of my favorite bands. Yeah. Yep. Love everything they put out.
Celebrate the entire catalog.
And all the new stuff, too. It's really good.
Whoa, you just repeated that, but you definitely don't like In Reverie.
We don't discuss that record.
We do, because it's one of the best.
It's the only one I don't really listen to very often.
You'll get it when you're older.
When I grow up.
Yeah, when you grow up.
Chris, you got anything for us?
No, I'm good.
See ya?
I'm good.
Okay,
no, because
I don't see ya.
It's fine.
Chandelier?
Because I feel like I'll hurt feelings or something.
What?
So let's go. Let's move on.
Whose feelings are you going to hurt?
Caleb's. No. We'll just move on.
You were saying Miley Cyrus the other day, like you.
Yeah,
you were into like her earlier stuff.
Yeah, and then she's all crazy now. So.
You were at like Party in the USA. You were there first day.
Yeah, first day.
Like, yo,
and then
sup with her twerking on TV now.
Yeah, but then
Not
you went back and listened to new stuff. You're like, oh, this is actually pretty
this
good.
is all right. Like whatever. So.
What about Mark? What about Bieber for you?
That's a great topic. Like, I don't know. The new... Okay, you ready? This is a statement I'm saying.
Yep.
The new Bieber album is fucking fire.
Your face says no when your body says no. What do you mean?
See, that's not even at all close. Like, what was I already saying yesterday?
Your body says no. You look at me and you say no. What do you mean?
Sort of close.
Getting there.
I know the lyrics.
Yo.
I know what Biebs is all about.
Actually, I shouldn't say the whole record because I don't even know if I've listened to the whole thing. But there are some straight bangers. And all of you have listened to it on your own time and you're just afraid to talk about it.
Yeah, private sessions all around.
Yeah. So often I'm hitting that private session on Spotify just like,
Lenny
is it too late now to say sorry?
Lenny Kravitz, Bieber.
Oh, Lenny Kravitz I'm not private about. I've listened to Stand By My Woman 20 times just this morning because it makes me feel okay.
We need to move on.
Do we?
Here's an email from Jesse Bryant.
Shout out to Biebs.
Hey guys, long-time listener since episode 1. Wow.
Hold on!
That's crazy. Just wanted to say I adore the podcast, and film school is my favorite segment. When you guys were talking about The Revenant, you guys couldn't exactly remember the story of Hugh Glass.
Oh, sorry.
I wanted to say, if y'all check out the Dollops episode on him, it'll blow your minds. Thanks, and stay miserable. Stay miserable is a thing now.
Oh, shit.
Stay Miz.
Stay Miz.
That's awesome. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't know what the Dollops is, but I assume it's a podcast or something where they explain the history. So I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, actually, I'd love to know more about that.
That's cool.
But thank you for listening and writing in, and
thanks for dropping the knowledge.
We love the feedback. You don't have to ask a question or anything. Just like tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like about the show.
That helps us weed out the shitty parts.
Actually, Caleb, when are the Stay Miserable t-shirts going up in the store?
I'm just waiting for them to be printed. And
okay, cool. Well, keep an eye out for that too.
Yeah, we'll bundle them with the
Miley Cyrus LPs.
I got nothing.
And here's a perfect example of a comment we got on YouTube. Actually, this is from Ben Lucas. The show is way better when film school is at the end. So we're gonna try that for a little
so
while.
he can skip it. Read the next part.
Instead of skipping past it, I can just stop listening. But he did say bundle that shit at the end.
Yeah, and we're into bundling.
So he's into bundling.
He saved it. Yeah. Bundle that shit up.
Yeah, he's into bundling. He just doesn't. He's not into the film school segment. That's fine.
Yeah, bundle your miserable Chris shirts with your Robo Rossi shirts.
Think about it. Every episode is just a bundle of different segments.
Yeah.
We're just bundling everything. Every day is a bundle of moments.
We're just
you just bundled my mind.
We're just regular guys. We can't hit home runs every time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speak for yourself, dog.
Rich can only hit the vape so often.
Yes.
Vape,
Vaporland.
All right, that's it for feedback.
Now puff my hand.
That's it for feedback.
Got me huffing and a puffing,
okay,
huffing and a puffing Vaporland.
So again, if you want to be a part of the show, use the hashtag AskDeathTalk on Twitter. You can email deathtalk@deathwishing.com or call the Death Talk hotline. That's 754-70-DTALK. There we go. Let's do what we're into, and then we'll finish up the show with Film School with Rich. Anyone want to start? Mark?
With
Caleb?
what we're into?
Chris? Yeah.
Oh, I can't start.
I'll start. I found this band. It's probably late past for me, but I just found them. It's a band called Ought, like you ought to listen to them.
Oh, really?
OUGHT. They sound just like Talking Heads. I love it. It's great. Everyone else thinks they're really boring, but I love it. So yeah, check that out. If you like Talking Heads, or if you like kind of weird stuff.
I'm going to go with the new album by Wet. Keith, our new employee, told me about him. They played at the Sinclair on Monday. I think he went. but the album's awesome. It's really when Chris is talking, I'll look up what the name of the album is. I can't remember what it is right now, but it's really cool. Have you listened to them?
No, I should probably listen to them.
They're like Purity Ring kind of, not the same, but it's like a interesting kind of
send it to me on Spotify.
Female pop thing. It's cool.
Yeah,
I'll send it to you. Although I send you stuff all the time, and it says Rich has never listened to this.
I know.
No, that's not true. I listened to the last.
No, it's weird because I do this with people too. I think if you don't hit play straight, if you like click on the artist from that and hit play and listen to it, it doesn't count. You have to like hit play directly in the message. I think it's kind of
weird. I'll listen to anything Mark said. Mark gets me into all these cool things.
Rich gets me into cool stuff like the Jet Setter playlist by Pitbull. Shout out to Pitbull.
I really thought you were a Pitbull fan.
I mean, if I like Bieber, I might as well like Pitbull, right? I'll check it out.
Dude, he can't sing. He can't rap. Yeah. He just talks through songs.
That's kind of sick.
And
that's the American dream.
And he probably makes a lot of money doing that.
His get up is like, I'm the guy towards the end of the wedding that is like all loosened up and like
hold up.
Untie.
You know a lot about Pitbull. Are you into Pitbull?
I'm into Pitbull. And you love weddings. You love weddings.
You love weddings.
I don't. I just go to them.
How many weddings are you going to this year?
6. 5 or 6.
Exactly. I'm not going to any.
How many of them are the same time as Sound and Fury in the National? 1. Love you, Eric.
Yeah, so, I mean, you're into that sort of thing. So, you're telling me when Pitbull...
Because I've attended a wedding, that means I'm into that
well,
sort of thing.
You're telling me when Pitbull comes on that you don't light up the dance floor?
There has probably been a Pitbull song played at every wedding I've been to, and I've definitely gone hard every time.
You gone hard, right?
I break a fucking sweat at weddings.
Yeah, exactly. You untie the tie, you unbutton your buttons a little bit, you know?
I untuck the shirt.
You get a little loose.
Sliding on the floor.
Right? Your socks come down a little bit.
Everyone's like, does he work with the DJ? Is he like a hired dancer? It's like, no, I'm just here to party.
So that's why I sent you the playlist, because I know you're into partying.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll get to know all the songs.
You're welcome. Chris, can you please tell us what you're into?
Chris's Netflix corner.
Chris's Netflix corner.
So I started watching The Flash because I was like really bored on Friday, and
you're just out of Netflix shows because you've watched them all.
Yeah, just like no one to hang out, so I was like, I'm just gonna start watching this. So I watched like the first 10 episodes in one night.
Caleb wouldn't answer
in the morning.
Caleb wouldn't answer your phone calls.
No, it was kind of like mean about it.
Yeah, he's probably doing something.
Is it good?
Real cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not like the best. It's not the best. Like I would say Daredevil is like way better of a like superhero comic book show, but yeah, it's good for what it is. It I don't know. It's kind of similar to like Smallville and that kind of vibe that I get.
Anyone watch Gotham?
Yeah,
Chris has talked about Gotham.
It's
on
like,
the podcast.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, you just... It's not... It's good, but I don't know. It's not the best, but it's just... You just gotta watch the show and just leave it at just the show. You can't think about the comic books or the movies or anything like that. You just gotta just watch the show for what it is, and it's fine.
Maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth watching, but...
I saw a commercial on Hulu that The Freeze is coming, so that means Sub-Zero's coming to Gotham. Can't believe they got Schwarzenegger.
I know, right?
No one else can play him. So,
wait,
he's done governing, I guess.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's going to be on it.
Oh god damn!
You fucking idiot!
I have no idea.
Wow. I know what we're doing for film school next
week. Be
week.
Sub-Zero.
Oh,
I just made a joke.
I've seen that movie.
Sure, you have.
Wait,
I just watched it again recently.
Oh, George Clooney. Is that the George Clooney version?
Yeah, it's the George Clooney.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh my god!
And Jim Carrey's in it.
The one line.
Never leave the cave without it.
No, who's the Joker? I mean, the Riddler. Sorry, the Riddler.
He's not in that.
That's
one.
A different movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a Batman movie. But
okay.
That's when Michael Keaton was Batman. He's the Riddler, and I think
wasn't Jim Carrey the Riddler once?
Yes, and Michael Keaton was Batman.
That wasn't that one. That was an older one.
Yes, that's what we're saying.
There are 2 Michael Keaton Batman movies.
Oh, okay.
One of them has like Jack Nicholson. DeVito. Jack Nicholson is the Joker, and Danny DeVito is the Penguin. And then the other one has Jim Carrey as the Riddler. And
Michael Keaton wasn't Batman for that one, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, he was for the Penguin one.
Yes, not for the Riddler.
Yes, not for the Riddler.
Really?
Yeah, Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
Oh,
yeah, that's who it was.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Dude, get your Batmans down.
Who's the villain we're missing though?
Two-Face, Tommy Lee Jones.
There was that one.
Yes.
There's another one.
That was the Val Kilmer.
Batman and Robin was Poison Ivy, Bane, and Sub-Zero.
With Thurman. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, cool.
We got our Batman.
And they had Batgirl and Robin. Everything was in that movie.
Yeah.
And it was all
awful.
really bad.
Yeah, anyways, awful. The one with Sub-Zero in it, worth a rewatch.
The
one-liners.
We can agree the only good Batmans are the Michael Keaton ones and the Christian Bale ones, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of like Batman I at least remember liking it in like a cheesy way.
I thought the Michael Keaton ones were good.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I meant the Val Kilmer one.
Oh, yeah.
Val Kilmer's not a good Batman, but it was kind of funny.
Just because of the age we're at and when the Christian Bale ones came out, I'll always think those are top-notch. But
see, I always remember Batman as the Michael Keaton ones.
And a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah.
Those are my shit when I was a little guy.
Yeah.
But I think I like the Dark Knight better.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good for you.
Oh, must be.
little Christian Bale reference there.
Want me to trash your lights?
I'm gonna hop on the Chris's Netflix corner. What we're into.
Alright, I guess I'll let you do that.
Yeah, I've been doing tons of Netflixing lately. I watched 4 episodes of Making a Murderer. Didn't care. And I actually, it was, I don't know, those shows are on, like, those types of, like, murder mystery sort of things are on all the time in my house because Megan is, like, addicted to Discovery ID. You know that channel, Discovery ID?
Yeah.
Dude, my mom loves that shit.
Oh, my God. She watches it 24/7. Like, it's always on when I'm, like, she just, like, leaves it on to TV all the time. And, like, so maybe that's why, because that's why Making a Murderer didn't really do anything for me. But I watched like 4 or 5 episodes and I was just like, I'm done. I get it. But I did watch, there was an hour-long episode of Making a Murderer on like Dateline, like about the Steve Avery.
Oh, yeah.
It was an hour long and it just wrapped up everything basically. It was just everything in 1 hour, which I watched the whole thing of, which is like, that was fine. And it was pretty good. But people really like the Making a Murderer.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yes.
Speaking of Discovery ID, since you mentioned it, my mom always gives my dad a hard time. She'll watch. She likes Housewives Scorned. It's about wives who murder their husbands.
Yes,
she watches it. She marathons it on the weekend.
Oh my God.
And she goes, "Better watch out, Mike. I'm getting some good ideas."
Yeah, so loves it. Dude, if you haven't seen Portlandia, you need to watch that show.
Who hasn't seen it at this point?
I don't know. I mean, I'm still not through I think I'm in season 4 right now, and the season 5 just started. Season 6. Yeah.
6.
It's hilarious, and it's the only show that like really makes me like belly laugh. Like I can't control myself, sort of laugh. It's just awesome. You should watch that. And dude, I was up all night last night. 4 episodes of New Girl. Just,
hell yeah.
Just going hard. So
Hardly
keep Netflixing.
Yep.
Me and Chris just Netflixing our lives away.
Yep.
I almost watched Game of Thrones last night.
Oh yeah, I can't believe you have to, Mark. You have to get through Game of Thrones before April. Will you promise the listeners that you'll get through Game of Thrones?
Yes, but I don't believe in promises.
Because I think the After Hours episode we did on Star Wars got a pretty good response. I think we're gonna do a Game of Thrones one.
Oh shit,
that'd be dope.
Yeah,
I'd be cool with that.
So Mark, if you don't catch up, you cannot be a part of that episode.
So you mean I could sit out a podcast?
Well, the special, you can sit out the special.
Okay, cool. I'm just editing photos of you on an iPad right now.
Must be nice. So that's it. Yeah, that's it for the What We're Into segment.
Oh, I forgot this isn't over. We still got film school.
We got to do film school. And you know what I watched this week?
Yes, I do.
Almost Famous.
What'd you think?
Well, before we get into that, I have to tell listeners, Film School with Rich is brought to you by Caleb and the Deathwish store. Caleb, what can you give our lovely listeners this week?
10% off with the coupon code
That's
Penny
allowed?
Lane.
10%?
Yeah, but you can only use it on certain products, right?
Ooh.
False. The entire Deathwish store.
So 10% off.
Even belts?
Even belts.
10% off. Use the hashtag. Use the coupon code Penny Lane, one word, and get 10% off your entire order at store.deathwishinc.com.
Hashtag deals.
That's not a thing. Nope. With a Z.
Hashtag Robo Rossi.
Does not compute.
So I watched Almost Famous.
I'm on drugs!
We should work on those last words.
Okay. Oh, I got it. This is better. Last words. I dig music. I'm on drugs!
You did.
Yep.
Do you just say if you liked it off the bat or no?
Do you want me to?
Is that okay?
Give that my overall opinion on the movie right
or do you
away?
want to do something else?
Dude, this is all you this week, Mark. Yeah, this was Mark's pick, everybody.
What did you think?
Take the reins.
This movie was absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
I'm going to add this to one of my favorite movies of all time.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
Way to go, Mark.
Yep.
Sick.
Yep.
I love this movie too. I've seen it a lot. It's really good.
Great movie.
So, did you know?
All-star cast.
Oh my god. Am I going to do a Caleb fun fact right now?
Hold on. Hold that thought.
Okay.
The cast is insane. I hadn't seen it in a long time, and I didn't remember. There's so many great people in it.
One of my favorites from Fargo's in it.
Frances McDormand?
Yep.
Oh, she's awesome. Just go ahead. Sorry.
Great,
Fun
yeah.
fact, Mark.
Yo, Zoe in the beginning.
Zoe Deschanel. Yep. I'm loving New Girl right now. So.
Yep. I remember when I saw Zoe Deschanel in something else, I only knew her as, it's the girl from Almost Famous.
I know, right? And the shot where she looks into the camera's like, one day you'll be cool. It's
yeah.
Like, that just runs through your head on a day-to-day basis, right, guys?
The music was great. I saw it.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, know who else is in it? Do you watch Modern Family?
Yes.
That was so funny.
Cam is
him.
like in the working
I forget
at the
his
hotel.
real name. Yep.
And I only saw it when I rewatched it like last year. I was like, oh shit,
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
So good.
The guy from The Office. What's his name? Rainn Wilson's in it.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're going down a black hole.
So many people are in this movie.
Okay, so. What was it? Okay, so here's the fact or whatever. Did you read a lot about the movie?
No, nothing.
Okay, this is, I could double check, but I'm pretty sure that this is like roughly based on Cameron Crowe did the movie, and he like wrote for Rolling Stone for a bit. So this was like kind of what, I'm sure there are some things that are embellished.
I saw that it was like what's the word? I can't, but like biographical. Whatever. It was loosely based on the director's life.
Exactly. So I'm sure not everything went down the way it went, but still, really interesting thing to go through. You know?
Yeah. It was very cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. What did you? I don't know what you usually do.
Well,
what did you like about it? You know,
it was just it was an easy watch. The story was very simple to follow.
Mm-hmm.
It just had a really good storyline.
Yep.
What were you about to say, Caleb? I'm sorry.
I would just say I don't want to like take away, but I was saying like I think the direction to point in this one would be: do you think like this movie appeals to us as like music people or whatever? Like I feel like this is
some of it's interesting, but
yeah. But I'm saying like, do you think this is accessible for anybody and everybody, or do you think it holds a special place in our?
Yeah. I'm gonna.
I think that's a good thing to talk about because this is like basically like.
When I'm like halfway through this movie, I'm like, oh, this movie reminds me a lot of that movie, Detroit Rock City.
Sure,
yeah, that's another.
You know what I mean?
One. Yeah.
So because it's just like, it's just about the movie's based in the 70s, and same thing with Detroit Rock City. Just, about younger kids and being into like these bands, and I thought it was interesting, and it's just funny to see that journalists would like travel with bands,
right?
You know what I mean? Like for like such a long period of time, but like that's just, I guess, how you had to get the story back then. I don't think that happens quite like that anymore.
Yeah,
maybe it does. I'm not a journalist, obviously, but
also the fact he could get away with being a teenager in Rolling Stone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kate Hudson, though, she's great.
Yeah, I couldn't even name you another Kate Hudson movie.
That's because there aren't really any good ones. Like, this is, I think, her best thing. She does like a lot of romantic comedies and stuff, which is like fine.
She's good in everything, you know.
Yeah, I was like, I can't even name you another movie that she was in because I don't even.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Sam watches that one a lot.
That's the only one. That's the only other one I could think of.
She's funny in that one. But whenever I think of Kate Hudson, I think of this movie, just because I like her character and she's really good. What else was I going to say about this? Oh, did you ever listen to What the Fuck with Mark Maron?
No, I know of the podcast.
Okay, did you know that Mark Maron has a weird one line in this movie?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so Mark Maron, when they're performing one of the shows and the guy gets electrocuted, and then they're like, "Yo, fuck this," and they leave, and they're closing the gate. And the bus is like rolling out, there's a guy that yells, "Lock the gates!" That's Mark Maron.
That's him.
So like if you listen to his podcast, sometimes the intro has him just go, "Lock the gates!" Lock the gates! And it's because he had like one line in a Cameron Crowe movie.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. What's some other Cameron Crowe movies?
Jerry Maguire.
Oh, okay.
I think Jerry Maguire and Almost Famous are the ones that got him the card to pretty much do whatever the fuck he wants forever, and he's done some movies that are just okay.
Yeah.
He did a movie that got terrible reviews and I don't think made a lot of money called Elizabethtown, and I've seen that one like 30 times. I really love that movie.
You're into it?
I actually listened to the soundtrack this morning.
His most recent one got a lot of flack for being trash and like kind of racist. Yeah.
They cast
We Bought a Zoo.
They cast Emma Stone as someone who's Hawaiian, but she's clearly not.
I think I saw some previews for that, but I've never watched the movie.
Actually, Sam and I went to see it because it was like Cameron Crowe. The cast was a bunch of people that like watching the movies, and it was terrible. There wasn't even a story. I was just like, "What's happening?"
Yeah.
We Bought a Zoo. I saw that. That was fine for what it is. But, anyways, Cameron Crowe's cool.
Yeah.
He has great soundtracks. Like the soundtrack for this is great, and the soundtrack for.
Yeah, so the movie's based on like it's like a band. Obviously, it's a fictional band. It's not a real band.
Yeah,
Stillwater.
Yeah, yeah. And was all the music like were the songs written for the movie? Like the rock songs that were in it?
I think so. Don't know for sure. But.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I'm assuming they couldn't use like real.
Oh, he did Say Anything too. And maybe he didn't. Sorry.
Are you sure he did say anything?
It's just listed on his Google thing, but he's probably done something else and can't say anything, and he wasn't like the main thing.
Yeah,
I shouldn't be doing this right now.
It's okay.
Caleb usually knows every director of every movie, so
yeah, I'm not Caleb.
He's the human IMDb.
Off my game this week. I didn't study up for Almost Famous.
Yeah, Caleb is one of your favorites. Are you a big fan?
Yeah, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
I like movies that are just like kind of easy watches sometimes. You know what I mean? Like this is just like an easy storyline to listen to watch. And there was some good one-liners in it. It had some funny parts,
definitely.
But it was generally like a feel-good movie.
Yeah. When Philip Seymour Hoffman's at the radio station, he's like Iggy Pop.
So cool.
Yeah, so cool. R.I.P. Philip Seymour Hoffman. What a cool guy. He was so good.
He gets the best lines in this, definitely.
Yeah, lots of Bowie references in this one too.
Yeah, I also love how Russell, the guitarist, is like basically the bad guy of the movie, but he's not really because he's also like everything shades of gray, and he's got like actual layers because they don't paint him to be like the straight up bad guy. Like even when he does kind of shitty things, like they bring it back around, and there's more to him than that. I don't know.
Yeah,
it was like a half thought, but
it was weird because you kind of hated him, but you didn't really hate him.
Yeah, you hate him, and then he'll do something. You're like,
the rest of the band
great.
didn't like him, and like this, like you don't really know.
I thought the singer was douchier than Russell. Honestly,
yeah. What's his name again? He's been in a bunch of freaking movies.
That's Jason Lee. I don't know his character's name. I can't remember.
I don't remember either. One of the funniest parts of the movie that actually made me laugh out loud. LOL. Mark, you familiar with that?
I think so. Yeah.
Was when the plane's going down and the drummer's just like,
"Oh my god! Wait, how are we not talking about this yet? Keep going."
Yeah, the plane's going down.
I'm gay.
Yeah, he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gay." was so funny.
And then the plane didn't crash. Yeah, that was awesome. They all had to deal with everything I said. And they all apologized for each other.
I laughed so hard. That was such a good part.
One of the best things in this movie is when they all sing Tiny Dancer on the bus.
Yes. Great.
Could be cheesy, could be not. One of my favorite movies.
I was actually just listening. I was just listening to some Elton John last week.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sick. Elton John's cool.
Elton John's wicked sick.
On the soundtrack of the thing I was listening to this morning. Oh. But that part's awesome. Everyone knows like Tiny Dancer is a great song, and then you watch that scene, you're just like, whoa, this is like a really good song. It makes you think about how fucking good it is.
Yeah. Elton John. Shout out.
Shout out to Elton. We know you're listening.
We know you're listening, dude.
Yeah.
Yes. If you watch Detroit Rock City, you should definitely see this movie. Both kind of not similar, but same sort of. I don't want to say same sort of idea,
like coming of age, having to do with music.
Yep. There we go. We should do for movies. This we do for bands.
All right.
Empire Records. You should watch. If you like that movie, you should definitely watch that one. This one. Caleb, any more?
I think those are good.
High Fidelity, right?
I've never seen that one.
That's a little. I think that's a little. You could. I think that's a little bit different. That's like a different age.
Gotcha.
Like that's coming of age at a different age.
Coming of different age.
He's like 15 in this, and that's like dealing with like later on relationship stuff. High Fidelity. Cool. Also amazing. Watch it, but whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. So, anything else to say about Almost Famous, guys?
I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah,
loved it.
Good.
Caleb, you have to give me a new movie for next week.
All right, next week we're watching Leon, The Professional. You're gonna hate it. Can't wait. Let's do this.
Yo, this is the one. Oh,
it's called The Professional.
It was called The Professional. In France, I think.
I have no idea what this movie is about. I never heard of it.
It's the one with the young Natalie Portman in it?
This is the first Natalie Portman. Oh my god. First Natalie Portman performance.
I hope it's better than the Star Wars prequels.
It is. It's the best thing she's ever done.
Oh, really?
I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Mark disagrees.
Black Swan's really
Black
good.
Swan is number 2.
Have you seen Black Swan?
No.
Maybe another week.
You'd hate it.
FFO.
Yeah.
We should watch that one together.
So it'd be a great double feature.
Yo, Swan,
The Professional followed by Black Swan.
That movie was crazy. It really scared me.
Okay, well, I'll be watching The Professional for next week's episodes. Next
2 weeks.
The next episode.
Jeez.
We are bi-weekly podcast.
Rough day.
But we have to get back to Caleb has to get back to packing up those Converge pre-orders. So
yep. I got Keith helping too.
Yeah, Chris is late on his nap, so we have to actually get him back.
Cranky.
We got to get him back on his couch.
Yep,
let's get going.
Mark's gonna have to brew another pot of coffee.
Yeah, we're gonna need to crank today.
That's right, squid.
And again, if you want to save a little bit on your next Deathwish order, use that coupon code Penny Lane at store.deathwishinc.com and you'll get 10% off your order. Follow us on Snapchat, right?
Yep.
We're the Snapchat
we posted about 3 dumb things just recording this. So
the Snapchat is going hard lately. So follow Deathwish Inc. on Snapchat.
For fans of Hatebreed.
Yeah.
For also fans of people pouring soda on someone on the ground.
Yep.
In their mouth.
Yep.
For fans of slow
follow
motion.
Follow us on everything. Deathwish Inc. on Twitter. Deathwish Inc. on Instagram.
Yeah, tweet at us, Sadu.
and we will see you in the next episode. Peace.
Dude.